that. The first thing we do, we're going to sing through an instrumental tune, which is in the Beregovsky Jewish music collection. How many of you know of that collection? Moisey Beregovsky was a collector of Yiddish, of Ashkenazi Jewish music, primarily in Ukraine and around Ukraine, pre-war. And he collected lots of beautiful songs and instrumental tunes. And we klezmorim, nowadays Yiddish song and music revivalists, know it from that collection. And before we jump into text, which was created, I believe, in 1910 or something like this, let's look at the music and sing it as if it's a nigun. You know, very often we start our sessions with nigunim, wordless tunes, and today we will do the same. Now, Franz and Catherine, quite a few of you are not muted. Let's see. I'm not quite used to this chat control. So I'll just say it one more time. Deborah here has kindly agreed. Let me use her Zoom, but I'm not quite sure how to mute everyone. So please be muted. There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, there we go. So here comes the tune. I'm going to show it to you on the screen. I know some of you read music, some of you don't, so follow me as much as you can. And we will just la 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 through this wonderful, slightly unusual melody. Sorry, you know what? I will. Is that a good key? I'll take you a little bit lower. And another apology. Jackie Fuller, who is trying to get into the session, cannot get into the session. Is anyone her Facebook friend? She is our regular. I'd like her to come. Can anyone please
send her a message?
Please do. Yeah, I've just said to her that it's working. So maybe
that's what I should send her, that you're trying to get her in?
I don't have the link handy, and I need to start teaching. Paul, could you please, Paul will text you. Okay, sorry about this, technical glitches. Okay, and Nancy is here from London, wonderful. So we go into this tune now, sorry about all that. Back to this, and Erica from Hawaii, wonderful, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here comes the tune. Let me just figure out which key we want to be in. Ta da 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 da, I guess here, ta da 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 da. Yeah, let's go here, da 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 da, an octave lower. Should be nice and low, it goes up in a minute. 1, 2. La 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 ya da da ya ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ai ya da 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 ya ya da da da. Do this one more time from the beginning. Next bit. again. When it goes up to top A. How was that? Did you manage to sing with me? Yeah? Hello, hello, hello. Now Jackie is still writing. Oh, she still can't get in. That's a shame. She was a regular. She's my choir administrator. She's a lovely person. Oh, I hope she can. She says it's asking her to sign in with a.
Yeah, I had to wait for like resetting the password, and it takes a little while. You don't have to pay, I don't think, but you do have to have a sign-in account.
Of course you do. Yeah, interesting.
Because in the past, I didn't need to sign in to any other Zoom meetings. But
It turns out she's not a Facebook friend of mine. I sent her a message and I sent her an email, but I just gave her the link. I don't know whether that really would help her. You want someone else to send her who's a Facebook friend of hers?
it's not just the link, though. She just has to make a free account with her email address, like register.
Wow, seriously? Did everyone
Yeah,
have to do this?
seriously.
Did everyone have to do this?
You might have already been signed into Zoom if you didn't, but it said that we all had to do it.
Oh,
But I
wow.
can send, Polina, would you like me to send Jackie a Facebook message?
Password.
Sorry, who was just talking? Would you like me to send Jackie what?
I
Would you like
had
me to
to
send-
reset
would-
password.
would you like me to send Jackie a Facebook message with the link?
Please, yes, Ben. Thank you very much.
I will do that now.
Hopefully that'll work, and I don't know what else to suggest. That's a shame.
Is it Jackie?
Jackie Fuller from Brighton, from my choir, from my Russian choir, from my Slavic.
Oh, I have her. I'm on WhatsApp with her. I can send her.
Please, everyone, whoever can do anything, give her advice how to get in. I'd love her to join us. Thank you so much. I want to carry on.
To come in here, yes.
Sorry?
It was very difficult to come in here, but
That's-
that you discussed that all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. People are coming in. It looks like people are coming in, and it's all working. Sorry. I mean, next time I'll just buy my own Zoom and do it the same way as before. I don't know what happened because, as I said, I'm on Deborah's Zoom, and thank you very much, Deborah. But we we don't know what happens between these different swapping accounts and all that. Okay, I'll carry on teaching. Please, whoever can help Jackie, let's hope she will get in, and we'll all applaud when she gets in. So I wanted to share that folk version with you because I wanted us to look at the kind of a slight changes that Josh Walецki has made to the melody when he wrote his text to it. But this tune was recorded. Basically, this is a tune from at least 100 years ago, maybe more than that. It's a Dobry Den or a Dobra Noc, which means a good day, good night kind of tune. And it's from Ukraine. It says here in Kalinindorf colony, a klezmer tune recorded from a clarinetist, the leader of a klezmer band. So the Dobra Noc was performed to greet the guests arriving for the banquet at the home of the bride's parents. And it's right, the difference between a Dobry Den and Dobra Noc, there is I won't bore you with that, but this is a slow piece, and we just experienced how it goes if we just sing it, but it would be played instrumentally. The next step I would like us to make is to read through the text that Josh Walецki has written, and I would ask maybe one of you to do this in a minute. But does everyone know who Josh Walецki is? I'll say a couple of words. Josh Walецki is a songwriter. He doesn't only write song lyrics, he writes his own tunes. And recently he presented his song cycle, a theater show with his song cycle of 13 or 14 songs in New York at Volksbühne Yiddish Theater. He's a known author. His songs are have become folklore, some of them, but some of them are a bit more sophisticated and arty. They're like art songs, like modern Yiddish art songs. He has been writing texts, songs for decades now. So this is one of his songs that I only discovered recently because one of you, my followers, wrote on Facebook. I put a little video of myself and Merlin playing it instrumentally, and then people started commenting. And somebody said, "Oh, there is a Valetsky tune." I don't remember who it was. One of you, and then Josh wrote to me, "Oh, Polina, here is the music, here is the text," and I read it, and it was wonderful. Not only that, he sent me his own singing of that song, which I will play you in a minute. But before that, I would like us to read the text. I just thought that text needs to be sung now. As far as I understand, as I said, it was written at around 2010. So who would like to read us the translation? Because then we will be singing it in Yiddish. Who can read it beautifully? No? Judith, please. I can see your hand, yeah.
Who will sow peace in the baked-in earth? Who will forge plowshares from the hero's sword? Who will provide water when there's not a drop of dew? Who will guard the crop with a monster made of straw? And who will get the lion to lie with the lamb and cleanse wounds of the fearful poison? Every sundown, still far from the harvest song, who will set out on the road of peace for home? You will sow peace in the baked-in earth. I will forge plowshares from the hero's sword. The neighbor will provide water, though there's not a drop of dew. The enemy will guard the crop with a monster made of straw, and will get the lion to lie with the lamb and cleanse wounds of the fearful poison. Every sundown, still far from the harvest song, we will set out on the road of peace for home.
Thank you very much. What do you think?
Appropriate.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it? It's strikingly appropriate. It's for right now. And what I like there is he also mentions the enemy, and he embraces the enemy, and he says the enemy will, like, basically it's us together. I like that approach. I just love the way he put it is just beautiful, beautiful. Now I would like us to hear a little bit of him singing it. Now, he is not a singer, he is a composer. But here, it kind of by hearing him, I think we can get to understand how he feels it, just the sense of the song. I won't play you the whole thing, I'll play you just a fragment, just the beginning. Okay. It's called Who, yeah. Ver. Sorry, 1 second, share, and I need to share my sound with you. Now, how do I do this? I hope I can do this. Share at a time, advanced sharing options. Right, give me a nod if you can hear this music in a minute. I'm not sure if the sound will be okay. Tell me. Yes?
Sehen Scholem in der eingebackene Erde. Wer wird schmieden Ackerreisens von dem heldischen Schwert? wer besorgen wird mit Wasser as nit tocken tropen toi. Wer wird euch sitten sit, wo mit der Geule me euch treu, und wer wird schatten.
Yeah? What do you think? It's
Is that the same melody that we sang before? Is that the
yes,
same?
right? Do you recognize it?
Yeah, okay.
It is the same melody, but it really changes character. And the words, I think, really do something to it. So we're going to try and sing it together, okay? Because the Yiddish is written in the music itself. We'll just go through it as well as we can, and I'll lead you through it. Obviously, I'll sing the text and the music and do all the da-da-das. Forgive me if I make mistakes. This song is completely new to me, and the tune is relatively new, but we'll go through it together. And then I'll play you another singer, and we will sing with that singer again. So we get the chance to sing it at least twice today, okay? And there is a da-da-da in the beginning, which is lovely. I think that's his tempo. That's a good tempo. How was that? How was that?
Yeah,
Any feelings? Yes, please. Hi, Franz. Say something.
yeah,
Sag etwas schön. Come on.
Really
Good to
beautiful.
see you.
yeah, yeah. It's very moving. Yeah,
Yeah, I find the melody, it's not something that you expect. It doesn't kind of flow. You don't expect how the next turn will be in the tune, right? It's a little bit, it takes getting used to. It's
Yeah.
not the most kind of obvious melody, which is wonderful. I think it's good to kind of sing something unexpected. It takes us out of our comfort zone and does something to us. Like people are commenting for song today already. Not in Monster here. Go on. Cafe on people hear me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he likes octave jumps. What's interesting is that in the original tune there are more octave jumps than in the Berezovsky. So let me see. Basically, what I did today, I put them together next to each other. These two tunes, the Berezovsky tune. Like here, da 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 da, and the end of the second line, for example. Berezovsky does it. I mean, the original version, the folk klezmer version, yeah, does it. Josh doesn't do it in the song. He goes da 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 da. He doesn't go quite as low. Da 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 da. He doesn't jump down. So there are quite a few of these slight variations. But I think it's lovely, and there are several different ways to play it. You know, there are obviously with folk tunes we can vary. Any other observations? Anything you want to say? Did you sing? Yeah.
I try to. I can imagine that it gives a lot of freedom to the singer, but if you would play an instrument to it, you really have to be look what the singer is doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah.
You always have to, but especially in the way how you sing it. Now you play the piano yourself, so you know what you are going to do. But if I would have to accompany you with the clarinet, I really have to be careful what's she doing with the melody line.
Yeah, you would let the singer to lead the tempo and to lead the feeling, the emotion, and the dynamics as well. Talking of that, I would like us to sing it one more time, but sing it with a professional singer from New York. So this will be Judith Bergson, and it'll be Anat Fort. I don't know Anat, accompanying her. It's on a recording by Michael Winograd's band. Michael Winograd is a fantastic clarinet player and an activist of modern Yiddish and klezmer music in New York. And this is from his CD in 2011. So I'm going to put this in front of you one more time. And I invite you to sing with that singer, and we will hear how the accompaniment is completely different stylistically to even what I played, even though I didn't play traditionally. This goes even more outside of the tradition. So we're almost 100 years away from the original tune, and let's see where we are now with it. Give me a nod if you can hear this. Yeah, okay, here we go, the whole song. There'll be some instrumental interludes. Let's follow. Let's sing together.
Seien Scholem in der eingebackener Erd. Wer wegschmieden hat kein Reisens von dem Held schwert. Wer bei Sorgen wird mit Wasser als nie trocken toi. Wer wird euch hitten die Wohe mit a Geula Moistreu? Und wer wird schaut an dem Schiedek zwischen Leib und Lamm und reinigen von der Wunden dem eure Sam. Jeden so ein Vergang nach weit von Schneidgesang wer sich losen in dem Weg von den Schollen in Scholem in der eingebackene Erd. Ich verschmieden hacke Reisens von dem heldischen Schwert. Der Schachen wird gefinnen, was hat Schnitt abgetroppen toi. Der Säune reus hitten die Twoe mit a Geule Meisterheu und mir in Schatten an dem Schiedek zwischen Leib und Lamm und reinigen von der Wunden dem eure dicken Sam. Jeden Sonnenvergang noch weit von Schneidgesang mir sich losen in dem Weg von der Schollen heim, heim, heim. Jeden Sonnenvergang noch weit von Schneidgesang wer sich losen in dem Weg von Schollen
Yes, how was that? So there's one thing, there was a variation even in what she was singing. Da 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 da. She was singing quite like one note that's not in the music. There's already a variation to Valetsky.
You know what? You know what?
Sorry?
I heard something that we should hear there.
Yeah.
For instance, let's say singing by somebody of Nir Oz or Be'eri Kibbutzim.
Say again, Isabel, I didn't understand.
Of course. I could hear it from the only thing that I can hear is despair.
Yeah.
For instance, the people from Nir Oz or Be'eri Kibbutzim. I couldn't think of nothing else.
Is it, but that's the connection you're making right now because of the context of where we are now, right?
They were the most pacifist people in the world.
Isabel, we are talking about a song that was recorded in 2011. Interesting that it connects.
Of course,
yeah. But you see, that's the thing. That's art. That it connects to us now, and it makes sense to us now.
You reinvent in today's context. If you sing that today, the despair may be more audible. I don't know when this lady recorded her version.
2011.
but it's beautiful because you can hear two things, hope and despair. Voilà, c'est ma sensibilité.
Yeah, I understand. But you see, what's interesting is that I hear something else in it, and I also hear these things.
I am a survivor. My hands are shaking when I hear that.
Yeah.
So no lessons to anybody, just what I feel. If you ask me what I feel, it's what I feel.
Great.
Voilà.
But this is what music is for, right? Music makes connections to each of us personally, and this is wonderful.
Of course.
That's a wonderful thing. And it's also, to me, it's a sign of a good song when a song can be relevant to us now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
I love this melody that I know since I hear klezmer music, because Eleanor used to play Berezovsky tunes since she was a baby.
Right. So but you haven't heard the song. Isabel, you heard the instrumental tune, but not the song.
Oh, I know the song. I know the song almost by heart since long.
You know that particular song, right? Okay.
Of course.
I didn't. To me, this was news, and I thought you wrote it just now, recently. Right. Listen. First of all, we need to applaud to Jackie who made it here. So Jackie is here finally. Excellent. And we're not going to quickly jump to. Yes, Jackie. We were all worried about you not getting here. Let's jump to the Russian song. And now, how many of you have heard the Russian song the Russian song in question? I have taught it a lot of times. Now I'm going to see the screen with all of your faces. Who knows that tune? Yeah, who knows this tune? How many? Come on, I teach it all the. Yeah, Chris, I even taught it in Spain, right? Yeah. I taught it everywhere, but what was like the question of where it came from was always with me, because it's marked as a Russian folk song everywhere, pretty much everywhere, and only in a few sources I saw it being attributed to Alexander Varlamov, who is one of the three A's, one of the three most important Alexanders in creating a very special genre in Russian music, the Russian art song, the Russian romance. And we talked a lot about this particular genre in these sessions, but ultimately it's a combination of Russian lyrical songs, folk lyrical songs, and classical music. And Varlamov was one of the founders of this genre. Some people know his Red Sarafan, Red Dress song. There is also one that we learned in this session. Белеет парус одинокий в тумане моря голубом. Classical sounding tune. We learned that about 2 years ago or so. It's a Lermontov poem and it's a Varlamov tune. But this one was a mystery to me, because the tune that everyone knows and that I have taught many times sounds more folky to me and less kind of classical, and Varlamov was more of a classical composer. He studied with Glinka. He worked in Holland for some time, so he knew classical, Western classical music quite well. He also knew Russian church music quite well, and he was self-taught in theory of music. And he was very much kind of Western oriented in his music, even though he wrote for the Orthodox Church as well. But these romances, these Russian art songs, are usually quite classical sounding and a little bit more sophisticated vocally. The tune that everyone sings sounds quite folk to me. Maybe it's more modern folk, but whenever it was attributed to Varlamov, it put me in doubt. So I did a little bit more research, and here we are today. The first thing we do, we sing the most known tune of this song. Before we do, let's talk about what this song is about. The poem is by Semyon Stramilov, who is not known for anything else. He is known for this and one other poem, and then we don't really know. He was published in a few magazines, journals, poetic journals at the time in the 1800s. Now, it's a sad song, as Russian folk songs go. as I say, if only one person dies, it's a happy one, but this one is, we don't know what actually happens to him, but he is either in prison or he is certainly separated from his beloved. Who would like to read us the translation into Russian? Unmute and read, please. I don't see all of you. Come on, anyone?
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
That's not the wind bowing a branch, not an oak grove rustling. That's mine, my poor heart groaning, trembling like an autumn leaf. Torment has worn me out, that snake in the undergrowth. Burn, burn my maybe spilt light. It means I shall burn out too with you. There's no life for me here without my sweetheart. With whom shall I now go to the wedding crown? It seems now the fate of me, young man, is to be wed to the grave.
Thanks, Julian. You know, it's a folk. Thank you very much, Julian. It's a folklorized poem. We know the author, but it's folklorized. It's very much like a lot of poems from that time, a lot of folk poems of that time. Here comes the tune. I'm not going to show it to you. It's really easy to learn. It's AABA. It's a really simple structure. It goes like this. Then again. We have a high phrase. So the last phrase repeats the first two again. Ta from the high note. Okay, it's one of the most taught, most known, most sung Russian songs in the West after Kalinka Malinka and Moscow Sababna. You know, it's a known tune. So, right, who was singing? Who knew it? I hope many of you. Yeah. So we're going to sing it with text. Maybe let's see how much of it is in the music. We won't do the whole thing. We'll do. We can do two verses, okay? Now, you can see that there is a second line of music, a part here that you may want to sing. Please do if you wish. So you'll sing in harmony with me. Otherwise, let's just sing the first two verses. By the time we get to here, your second verse, sorry, here, you will know the tune, but the tune is also in front of you. Or just do la la la, okay? Let's go from the beginning.
Сердечко
sing it with no text, but I'll sing the second melody, the harmony line. You go for the top one. Okay, anyone crying yet? It's a heartfelt, like the melody is really touchy. But what I find is that when I teach village folklore to the Western listener, it may sound a little bit rough, but this is kind of city folklore. It's closer to our ear, but still sounds Russian enough and a little bit different to what we are used to. And it makes the connection. It reads as a sad song, right? Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Shoshana. I love it too. I've been singing it since my childhood. My mother sang it, the family sang it. But here comes a different tune. Now, I'm going to play you a little bit of what it's meant to be like. You didn't receive that file, but if anyone wants to see this file with piano accompaniment, that's not what I sent you. I sent you this shortened one so we could just sing the melody, yeah? And we will sing it in a slightly different key as well, so I'll have to transpose. So the original is for a soprano or for a baritone, for a bass. It's usually sung by women, interestingly, even though it's supposed to be a man's song. It's more like a prisoner's song, really. But here is, let me try a little bit. I'll try a little bit to be a soprano and accompanist to myself. Listen, this is a different tune that Varlamov, actually Alexander Varlamov, one of the founders of the Russian Romance, composed. With all these trills. You get the idea, right? What do you think? Just compare them. They're completely different. What do you think? Come on, I want to hear. What's
Well, for me, it was super difficult for me.
Yes?
Yeah.
It sounds more arty.
It's more of an art song than a folk.
Especially when you sing it in a soprano. I wonder if you sang it in a contralto, it would sound more folky.
We'll try it. We'll try it as a contralto. We will go down kind of a few tones from this now when we sing it together. With a da 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 da, and he has all these trills in the top. Da, 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 da. Interesting, but it's also quite a valid melody, and to me, it really makes sense how it is. It really makes sense. To me, what's interesting is because I'm used to Russian art songs, I'm used to Varlamov, I'm used to Alyabiev, who was the other composer, Gurylev, Alyabiev, Varlamov are the three Alexanders, the three fathers of the Russian art song. I'm used to this music. To me, it sounds like a Russian song, but if this wasn't German, could it be a Schumann or a Schubert? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, one of his winterizer.
It could be, right?
Or even Strauss, even later, more romantic.
Yeah. Interesting. But no, now we know that the right. Okay, it's we have 12 minutes, so let's get on. let's do it. Let's sing it. So here we go. Right. This is the version with just one verse transliterated in the music. Maybe we'll just stick to that and sing it a few times. Yeah. As you can see, it was published in the 1940s. The poem was in the 1930s. Let's do this. Let's go to this. We'll go to da 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 da. Contralto enough? Beth? Da 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 da. Maybe a little bit da 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 da. Let's try here. Right. Let's la 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 it one time. The melody is trickier. Just la la la. Okay? La 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 la. There's a funny turn on the second phrase, which I don't understand his logic. Не добравушка, here, from the end of the second line to the beginning of the third, ta, da, ta, right? It's a fourth down and then a seventh up, ta, 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 ta. And then he goes back to minor. Why do that? Crazy. Okay, shall we try this? Тони ветер ветку клонит. We have lots of consonants close together, just like in Yiddish, right? The only difference here with all these consonants is that in Yiddish there will be consonants with there will be syllables with two consonants together, like and you sing through it. In Russian, you have two consonants together, or three or four, but there is a vowel that you can still sing through. So, Vetku, yeah? Oh, just out of curiosity, how many of you speak or know a little bit of Russian? I know that quite a few. Right, okay. Let's struggle through it. Let's sing through it. Here we go. All right. Let's go slowly. Тони ветер ветку клонит, не дубравушка шумит, то мое сердечко стонет, как осенний лист дрожит, то мое сердечко стонет, как осенний лист дрожит. One more time. All right, somebody, I see your hand, Judith. We'll do it. You want it now? Say something. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, only that as you asked why he goes to the leading tone, because this whole thing is a fifth. It's between A and E, and he provides some, kind of diversity by going to the leading tone to the E as the main tone of that measure. I think it makes sense to me. Otherwise, it would just be all A and E through.
Well, you see, Yeah, right. So it's variation. He also goes to major in the accompaniment, but in the folk song, it's the same phrase 3 times, and there is no problem about that. But because it's an art song, he needs the variation, he needs the variety, he needs the different shadow. Okay, I can't promise that I'll play accompaniment properly here because I still can't get my head around the harmony, but maybe we can later try and sing it in the soprano range again. Okay, let's go again. Тони ветер ветку клонит, не дубравушка шумит, то мое сердечко стонет, как осенний лист дрожит, то мое сердечко стонет, как осенний лист дрожит. Okay. How was that for you?
Wait, Polina, can you repeat what the relation is between this one and the one from before?
So the first one was a song that it's a folk song. We don't really know who the composer is, even though this composer is often mentioned as the author of that tune. So I dug deeper and I found Varlamov's publications, and I found that particular art song in his books. And I compared the melodies. It's not the original, the folk tune that everyone knows. It says folk tune for the first melody. I don't know if it's a folk tune or if it's a people's tune. And there is a difference. We often talk about people's tune and folk tune. Folklore is more like a village kind of stuff that comes from actually peasants, and it's reinvented every time it's sung. People's tune is sung.
The vocal range in this song is rather large for a folk song.
But Tanya, in folk songs in Russia, we have huge jumps.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind right now, but whatever. There are lots of octave jumps, and beyond that, in folk music, and I believe that Russian folk songs they're big, like Russian huge fields. It expresses the intervals, the big interval, the vast intervals, like the vast fields. It does exist, but here it has all the melisma and all that kind of like ornamentation. So back to Shoshana, the first tune is a people's tune. It has a smaller range, it's simpler, and it's kind of, we can call it folklore. And the second one has a composer who combined folk melodism and classical music. So he used this folklorized poem and he set it to music in a kind of classical way. I would like us to try actually do you want to try and sing it in a funny key? Come on, you can sing an octave lower. When we look at this classical thing, you can sing sing there or sing in the soprano range. Let's hear that. Let's unfold this whole classical feel together with me. Just one verse, okay? And let's see if we can make it work text-wise and to have the sadness here. Oh, sorry, you don't have your Latin. La la la. Sorry. La, 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 la. All right, here it is. What do you think? Now, I know that the first melody may be simpler and more exciting to sing, but I think it's really kind of for educational purposes, for learning, for kind of knowing what's what, and for distinguishing between styles. I think it's fun to look at these other versions, other melodies, like with the first Yiddish song, the Dobry Den from Beregovsky, the original folk version, and the modern song. There is a difference, even though the tune is the same. Here, between a folk song and the kind of classical, it's quite a huge difference, but I think that the classical one also works quite well. So I suggest we look at each other on the screen and sing the folk version together again. It's a simple tune. You'll be able to sing it with me even if it's your first time. Oh, somebody is coming for the first. Oh, coming in for a minute. Barry, you're late for the party. Oh my, okay. Okay.
I'm late too.
Hello, hello?
Hi, I'm late too. I just joined. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, there will be a video recording, hopefully on YouTube later, yeah? Right, we're just la-la-lying together. Let's go. All right. You sing the main melody. I sing a harmony line. On that note, a sad note, we're finishing today's session. Well, I hope it was emotion-provoking, thought-provoking, fun in a strange way. It's fun to connect with you all, that's for sure. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you all, whoever is paying me. That's my bread and butter. It really helps. And thank you very much, Dvoyrovo, for letting me use your Zoom. Now, I'm thinking about having another Zoom session for this for Sing With Me on the 17th of January. Who is up for it? Do you think we will have enough people? What do you think? It will be a Wednesday as well.
To.
Yeah?
I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. I already have a couple of songs in mind, and actually I have too many songs in mind. I just can't squeeze them all in. And yes, I will announce it on my website, on Facebook, and you know what to do. Go to that webpage, Sing With Me, and everything will be there just a couple of days or a few days before the meeting. Thank you very much, and keep singing and keep, take care of your hearts. Thank you. And
thank you.
Bye.
Spasibo. Ciao.
Thank you.
Sei gesund.
Thank you. Sei gesund. Sei gesund.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Sei gesund. Dankeschön.
Dvora, thank you very much for the Zoom. Thank you, everyone. Ending meeting now. Bye.